Welp, I finally did it, y'all. I got me a DOS laptop. This laptop is a Fujitsu Lifebook E330, and let me tell you, for the time period, this was one damn impressive machine. I got this specific Lifebook E330 for around a solid $46 on eBay, with the laptop itself being $30 and the shipping costing the extra. My Lifebook E330 also came with a sealed AutoCAD recovery disk, an emergency recovery CD specific to the E330 through the E350, and a totally sealed OEM version of Windows 95. And let me tell you, besides smelling like disgusting cigarette smoke, along with the CMOS battery and the main laptop battery not working, this laptop sure as hell works like a charm. The Lifebook E330 comes equipped with a nice 233 MHz Pentium II Intel processor. So you can see there, that's the processor. These were MMX processors at the time. These were hyped the hell up. I tell you what, but hey, for the time, it's a pretty solid machine. Pentium II MMX can't go wrong when you're playing DOS games. Along with that, this laptop came out in 1998 along with the Fujitsu E-series Lifebooks. And yeah, it runs on a 3.2 gigabyte hard drive with SMART. And if you don't know what SMART technology is, it allows for easier diagnosis of hard drives in case yours fails. So especially at this age, using SMART technology to scan my hard drive for potential problems is definitely one of the most helpful things that this laptop has to offer. This Fujitsu Lifebook, even though it says clearly Windows 98 right there, as you can see, it actually comes with Windows 95. This happened to be factory. This wasn't just a third-party installation whatsoever. This came with the laptop, even though it has the Windows 98 and Windows NT stickers on it. It just so happened to come with Windows 95, as you can see here. Plain old Windows 95. Along with that, our laptop comes with 64 megabytes of RAM instead of the regular 32. 32 happened to be stock for the E330. However, it looks like my specific machine, it was upgraded at some point, so you know what, that's pretty cool. I need more Windows games to run. And the big question here is, I wonder what kind of graphics chip this thing comes with. Well, you'll be in for, actually not really a surprise at all. My Fujitsu Lifebook E330 comes with a frickin' Trident Cyber9330, which is, I don't even know how to describe that card. I don't think it's very good, but yeah, but for Windows gaming, it's not very good. But for DOS gaming, who gives a crap? It has alright 3D support. It doesn't have Glide or any of that fancy shit that Voodoo cards have. It doesn't have any OpenGL. It's merely just the Trident card, and it's not really that good. For the Pentium II MMX, that's quite a set off, because you know, the Pentium II MMX, that happens to be the I'd say at the time that'd be the main selling point. 1998, yeah, but a Trident fucking Cyber9330 or whatever, that is not a good card at all. I don't think I can run very many Windows games made past the year, I'd say 1997. I mean, we'll get some benchmarks in a second, and we'll take a look at how these games run, but yeah, it's just kind of And you know how them IBM computers and those ThinkPads come with Ultra Bays? My Fujitsu Lifebook E330 comes with the same thing. As you can see here, that's the extra battery, and that's a CD drive. But hey, if I come in from the bottom, I also got a floppy drive that is a little bit faulty. I've I have a few problems with this floppy drive. I have installed SEAL Team over here. See, this is SEAL Team. This is the original box SEAL Team from 1993, made by EA, Electronic Arts. And that was the only floppy disk-based game I was able to install. Games like System Shock, I was not able to install at all. Same as Shadow President. And along with that, I was not able to install what else? It was another game. Oh yeah, it was Ultimate Doom. I wasn't able to install Ultimate Doom. However, I did get Ultimate Doom to run on my Windows XP machine. I did get it to fully install. My Windows XP machine does have a floppy drive. This one might be a little faulty in several ways. But yeah, that's something I need to take a look at. Same as that battery. That battery and the CMOS battery, if I didn't already dismiss that, they do not work at all. I have this thing plugged into the wall, as you can see here. It's kind of sucks ass because I got to go to college in about 2 months. Want something to use outside. I think it's got a 3-hour battery life anyways. I won't be able to play games with this thing much, but I can use some entertainment really. Yeah, there's the Windows 95 screen. There's the channel guide that I think that the AOL preview that comes with almost every OEM installed laptop from this time. And I forgot if that sidebar is. And yeah, that's my thing. And this here, this is the mouse system. This is the Ergo trackpad. And it is, even for 1998 standards, that would be absolute garbage. Like, if you're doing something like using AutoCAD or doing anything, this little mouse system here is really going to piss you the hell off, because you can only go in several directions. You can't freely use a mouse. However, you can plug a mouse into the serial ports in the back, and I will show you those ports in just a second. So yeah. Now this is my laptop's ass. Okay, as you can see here, it may not look like there's any ports. If you slide this thing through, there's a port right there. There's also, I don't even know what these ports are, honestly. I don't know what these ports are. These are just, I think that might be a joystick port. But there's more. You got your serial, you got your joystick port, and you also got a parallel port right there. So yeah, that's pretty handy. For other ports, well, you're not in much luck. Get a USB 1.0. There's your power supply. These things are not in computers anymore. Apparently they're unsafe, but I have to disagree with that. I hate computers without that kind of support. We gotta close this. And over here you can fit in a smart card. And also you got your Ethernet port over here. So yeah, this is actually like, you can put like a smart card in. I plan to use USB 3.0 smart card adapter just so I can use like an external floppy drive, because that floppy drive I showed y'all, it's got some problems, unless that's just my hard drive. But I scanned my hard drive thoroughly and there is nothing wrong with it, it seems. But I don't know. One small problem I have with this laptop itself, though, with my Fujitsu Lifebook E330, is basically how obscure everything is. Like, I wasn't able to really find anything about it through Google Books, which is the source I use for all my vintage computing needs if I need to find information about it, except for a December 1st, 1998 dated snippet in PC Mag where it shows the retail price, along with the backwoods part of the Fujitsu website that is still up, which seems to not have been updated for quite a while. Coinciding with that, I've not been able to find a LAN dock or a port replicator as listed on the Fujitsu website and that source in PC Mag. And I have not seen a single E300 series Fujitsu Lifebook on eBay. And I've been looking at DOS laptops for several years around. So it's kind of a huge pain in the ass to gather information around it, if I really want to gather information around this laptop. So yeah, that's kind of a problem. That's what you need to look. That's something you need to look for when you're looking for DOS laptops. Is how much information you can find. Like, I got this one basically on impulse. It was a good deal. There were 4 people watching on eBay. There's like no way I would have let it go for the price. So this was an impulse buy. But usually if I had more money, I would have just taken my time, looked at some more laptops. So yeah, this one's basically like unknown. I think it's pretty rare. I've not seen a single E330 or E-series Lifebook on eBay ever. So that's something cool. Now, it's time to test this dang thing and see what that power of the 233 MHz Pentium II MMX processor and the Trident Cyber9330 card can do. This is Quake. It's currently running in. Should be 320 by 240 software mode. Let's go to video options and see. Oh, it's 320 by 200. And as you can see, it can run pretty good. Now let's go into single player and try it out for a little bit. I'd say it's getting sorry for the glare, but I'd say it's getting a solid 50 to 60 frames. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not really trying right now. Yeah, the only problem is, yeah, the Trident card, it is not very good with lighting. So like what you're seeing right now is also something that I'm seeing with this macabre, dark, fucking shit stain, I'd like to call it. This looks like a shit stain. I can barely see anything. The lighting in this is so garbage. But yeah, I can run it at a pretty decent FPS. I'd say about 55 to 60. This is Quake II. By the way, these are just the demos. I don't have the games yet. As you can see here, this is 320 by 240 software mode. I've tried playing the demo multiple times. It's pretty much playable, even though the FPS ranges from around, I'd say 28 to 55 frames. For explosions, it do like kind of it gets kind of lower. Yeah. And as you can see, this is dark lighting again. This isn't glare or anything. This is what I'm seeing too. This is absolute AIDS. I tried GL Direct. Yeah, I tried that this morning. It wasn't working on my machine. Apparently it says my Trident card does not support it. Even though my Trident card does support Direct Draw and Direct 3D to an extent. 2 full megabytes of it. But yeah, I could not get it to work. As you can see, playing with this mouse, as you can see, I'm only using my keyboard because I do not like the ErgoTrack trackpad mouse. It's absolute garbage. But yeah, Quake 3 is still very much playable. Besides, yet again, the AIDS lighting, which was seen in Quake and Quake 2 so far. I like that beautiful Sound Blaster Pro, huh? Hearing them postal sounds. You'll see how this runs really shortly. It's actually surprising. But ain't that Sound Blaster beautiful? That's one of the main selling points of this computer too that I forgot to mention. It is the Sound Blaster Pro card. Sound Blaster Pro, I think 16-bit. It is pretty damn neat, I tell you what. I really like hearing the sounds. Hear that. That is really good sound. Superb. So you can see here, this is made for Pentium 166 as the recommended. I think this is the normal rate. I think I'm running this at a good, solid, I don't even know the commands for this one. I'd say it's a solid 59, 62 frames. Probably dipping down like the explosion parts. Turn this down a little bit. Yeah, but it's very much solid in Postal. I think it runs pretty good. I don't know about y'all. This is around, yeah, like I said again, around 52 to 60 frames. I'd say it runs most of these around that. I need to check the video settings. Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, performance. Yeah, it's got everything. It's got everything checked off. This is high settings. This is, I think, 320 by 240 again. That Sound Blaster. With the Postal sounds, it sounds so good. And now, for the final game we're going to play, it's going to be Carmageddon. I want to see how this runs too, compared to like how it would like look in 3FX Glide if you watched any normal video with somebody running a computer with a Voodoo card, anything that supports Glide basically. But yeah, so you can see this computer is going to be the be quite surprising what it's going to look like. Yeah, I'm just fucking kidding you. It literally looks like shit. Like, the lighting and everything looks like complete ass. Like, I'm not trying to be critical here. They could have got, like, a better card. I think the S3 Savage came around this time, too. The S3 Savage 9. Yeah, the lighting looks like complete ass. Like, I'm not a big fan of it. And I really dislike how, there's no, unlike the Toshiba, and also the ThinkPad 700 series, 600 series, there's no dock you can add at the bottom to, like, to enhance the graphics, you know, like, there's these desktop-esque docks you can put at the bottom of your computer. And basically, they can, like, with your processor, they can run an external graphics card, which is extremely, extremely cutting edge, and it actually worked too. So, like, I wish there was something like that for the Lifebook, and that's like a future plan for me to make, to modify one of those selected docks, or Desk Station Plus systems, and make it run on a Lifebook station. Specifically this one, because I want Glide on my computer so badly. I feel like I cannot live without Glide. Anyways, let's look at Carmageddon. And I'm sorry my camera is looking at the bottom. It's just weird. But yeah, I was never a huge fan of the Carmageddon controls. How it's A as default, and the comma key and the period key both turn your vehicle. As you can see though, it runs just fine. But it's just like again, in dark areas, like, it's not great at all. And I completely forgot how to back up too. So yeah, give me a second. Also, the sound goes off. Like now, you didn't hear the swishing of the panel. The sound goes off every once in a while in Carmageddon. I don't know why. I configured it correctly and everything. It's just that, yeah. Oh, okay, I'm retarded. Yeah, I've never been a fan of the Carmageddon controls. These are so weird. Okay. See, I use the arrow keys, but that turns the camera like that. That turns the camera, but hey. There's minimal stuttering, minimal anything. And the game runs just fine. I'd say it's a good 58 to 62 frames. Maybe dipping down to 45 sometimes, like when you're seeing the whole area, but like usually when you're close by a wall, I'd say it's around 50 to 60. And the 50 to 60 range is not bad for these laptops either. It's not bad at all. Because, you know, these are OEM machines. You can't actually like modify them unless you have like a Toshiba. And yeah, so these laptops are really good. You gotta find one if you plan to play like late 1990s like 3D games. Get one with the S3 Savage 9 card. Those things can run Aliens vs Predator at I think it's around 50 to 60 frames on 320 by 240. Yeah, 320 by 240 isn't bad either. I don't consider that bad at all. I'm just fine with the 320 by 240 resolution. It's just that sometimes, you know, I wish I just had a better card on this thing that maybe supported glide, had better non-AIDS lighting, didn't look like a cat's like rotting asshole. So yeah. When you like get a ThinkPad T21, like that's a really good one. I was looking at one of those for a while, and apparently I found one for $20, and apparently it was sold, and I got really pissed off, so I gave up on the ThinkPads. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not even trying. I'm just showing you how this game works. It's pretty good, except the freaking lighting. And I couldn't end the little benchmark area without letting you guys take a look at this vintage AutoCAD LT copy from 1995. I didn't get the box with this one, but I had the CD and the floppy disk. This belonged to my parents. But man, as somebody who is studying in the architecture field, this is really, really cool. So you can see here, I have to use ErgoTrack. Like if I want to make a floor plan, oh no, that's not where I go. Shit, wait. Yeah, that was covering it, okay. If I need to make a line, it will not be straight. Well, that one was pretty straight, but you can see the point. Using an ErgoTrack pad for AutoCAD LT is probably the biggest challenge you're going to have, and you're probably going to get rejected from the architecture field if you're trying to design buildings using this, because I don't know how to turn on snap mode with AutoCAD LT. But as you can see here, if I try to make a floor plan like this, this would not go very well. It can't go in very many directions. But this Pentium II MMX processor with 233 megahertz takes on AutoCAD LT like it's basically nothing. This is from 1996, I think, 1995. My computer's from mid-1998, so yeah. In all, I think y'all should pick up one of these if you get the chance, even though it isn't the best. And like I kept complaining, the Trident 9388 graphics make 3D acceleration look like absolute trash, and the colors are all washed out. Well, only in like specific lighting, but still, it's really aids to looking at. It bothers me a lot. But if you find an E300, I think, it's alright. It's pretty good. It is damn good for playing DOS games. I just need to get the floppy drive working, and I can have all my games on. I also need a 5.25-inch external floppy drive, and I can get Silent Service and other 286, 386, 486 DOS games on, because I really want to play shit like Crisis in the Kremlin. I got Shadow President on here only from like, I used a disc. Yeah, I used a disc for Shadow President, but overall, this computer's pretty decent. But if you can, for $40, you should just fucking take that, dude. Like, don't even wait. Like these Windows 95 laptops, no matter what they are, especially if they have a TFT screen equipped, they have like over I'd say 32 megs of RAM. They got like MMX processors. All the DOS gamers want that crap, man. You should just go up and take it. Hey, this was $46. I think that was a pretty good price. But if you can find like a ThinkPad 700 series, 600 series, the XD series of Pentium computers from 1995 through 2001, I think y'all should pick those up even more, because I would recommend those. Those are good for gaming. Also the Toshiba CT, CDT, CDX series, Portige, Satellite, Integra. Y'all should definitely pick those up. Like, they're way better than those things, and they can support Glide once you get a Voodoo card and a Desk Station 5, or for a ThinkPad, a Selected Dock 2 or 3, depending on the model of your laptop. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will give you an update if I can get System Shock, Shadow Price, and all my floppy games working. I only got SEAL Team to install, but hey, this ends the video.